slapped him pretty well at one point, too. The crowd was like, oh, Steven.
Yeah, I just, you know... You have to understand, that wasn't me. He's dying, he's, you know, severely hurt, maybe dead. And I said, you will find a projectile in him, you'll find a bullet in him. And they said, that can't be, you're crazy. And I said, you will find a bullet in him. And they called me in the morning, and they said, you're amazing. And I said, why? And they said, there was a bullet in him. Move Jai. You and your men still near Point Bed? Yeah. Well, actually, I started studying karate at a very young age. I sort of lied about my age and got a job washing dishes at a restaurant. I think it was called the Wagon Wheel or something like that. Came to Asia quite a while back and fell in love with this place. And there was a cook there, because back then in America you didn't really have dojos around. One of the cooks there was a guy called Sakamoto Sensei, and he was a Shotokan guy and an Okinawan Shorin guy. And he saw that when I was washing the dishes and moving around that I moved very fast, and it would break my heart to kill you. I want these two Furangs dead, and I don't want them dead today. This is called Rosabella de Londres. They did ask me to do a screen test, and I did. And they said, man, you know, this guy has got so much, you know, going on. He's got the charisma, he's got the look, he's got the action. Well, that puts me at a disadvantage because you're a master of the knives and the swords. Maybe I'll survive. Maybe I will get lucky.
Oh my God.
I still love my country. I still love my family, even though they're gone. 270 caliber is a very, very fast round. It's like a monkey trying to fuck a football now, really. This whole thing, it's just a fucking mess. And my wife was ripped away from my life. Yours left you on their own free will because you were such a son of a bitch. And he just, you know, he didn't listen, but he really shouldn't have.
Is that important?
Yeah, Travis.
Well, there you have it. Oh.
Yes, Travis.
Oh, there. He's on the phone. Sensei Seagal is on the phone, taking an important call there.
There was the ridiculous question in there of, have you ever had to use Aikido? And yeah, hundreds of times, you know, we've had to, you know, use this in the streets. Baby, you ain't had nothing to worry about. Ain't nobody gonna get your pension. So you're talking high level, high value targets. Wow. I'm interested, tell me more.
Outside.
You drank, you lied, you cheated, and you fucked everything that moved, foreign and domestic. Really?
Hey, who the fuck are you?
Do you guys know this is my baby?
Your baby?
Everything is good. You know, we'll talk later about the world, but what's wrong with you, man? You're slipping. But you can't check your six. I need you by my side to watch my six. This is your fire station. Maintain my 6.
Copy.
You didn't count on my Native American brothers grabbing you. I think that that kind of behavior is an embarrassment to the human race. But there's an interesting group of folks that, you know, are kind of some in the shadows and some in the light. And I was friends with all those guys for a long time. Stay down, bitch. And now that Rivera's controlling it, he's trying to set up a new situation. He's trying to set up a new supply. They're not being straight with you.
In all the allegations of sexual harassment, you had a rape allegation against you, and I wonder how you deal with all that.
Yeah.
Hello, Steven Seagal.
Take the microphone.
But I draw the line when it comes to killing innocent women and children. This is where we really, really have a big difference in opinion. Okay? Championship belts because they've attributed that to me and me teaching them, so. You're an Arab. You're not Mexican. You're out of practice, my old friend. I expected more from you.
Are you always armed?
Yes.
Right now, if I was to look around this room, would I find an arm of some sort that you've brought with you?
Yes.
Who's the most legitimate Hollywood tough guy, in your opinion? You accept it, of course. Michael Jai White?
Can I laugh in your face?
Really?
Yes.
Thoughts on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Can I laugh in your face? Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. Do I think he's a martial artist? No. Do I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy or a martial artist? No.
That's where I saw Jean-Claude Van Damme. Is that true he got in a fight with you?
No. It'd be like me squashing an ant.
Right? I mean, he was like a champion somewhere, and, right, I mean, you...
Well, I think that that's a matter of opinion, that he was a champion anywhere. You know, there are an awful lot of people who say that that's not true.
Chayo.
Do you still fight?
Yes, I do.
You still dangerous?
The way I look at it, it's like this fish. People saying, well, I shouldn't eat the fish because the fish is, you know, an important sentient being, and that's true. And I did learn a lot of the mystical things that he was teaching that nobody else seemed to understand. Right now, Anderson is perfect. He's in great shape. He's ready. I've been training the hell out of him. You know, it takes the IQ of a mature caterpillar to know the difference between the staff and the dancers. You understand?
I want that bar bitch to dance for me, so fuck you.
Many of them do and many of them don't.
Do you believe you're still as fast as you were even 10 years ago?
Maybe faster.
Fuck you, puta.
It's an embarrassment to the human race, and it's an embarrassment to the martial arts. Intel has really shown us unequivocally and absolutely that Rivera is joining forces with the Islamic fundamentalists.
In another life, would you have chosen to be a mixed martial arts fighter?
Nah.
Not for you?
We believe in keeping, you know, all of this as secret as we can, and
I want results, or I'll take these fucking rose clippers and bury them in somebody's motherfucking eye.
Some people have sour grapes, some people have jealousy.
Where'd you teach that? Where'd you learn that?
Where did I learn it? Well, I learned it, sort of a variation of that in Japan probably 30, 40 years ago. I grew up in a very, very dangerous area, an area that was all gangsters, yakuza, fighting every day.
Closing here, can anybody beat John Jones, or do you think he's going to have the belt for a long, long time?
I think he's going to get beat very soon. I think he'll get beat repeatedly.
What took you, man? I've been waiting up here all this time. I was starting to get kind of lonely, man.
You mentioned on the show when you were on with us that you have taught him something that we've never seen before.
About 2 or 3 things.
Two or three?
Stuff that we thought was maybe illegal that's not illegal, and stuff like that. I'm a Russian Mongol, and I'm Russian. My father was a Russian Mongol, so these people are Russian Mongols. So, Mom, I'm in the middle of an interview, and the interview guy wants to know if you're proud of Lyoto Machida.
Is it okay if I take a picture of him and I together on my phone?
Was that how you expected the main event to go, John Jones submitting Rampage, really? Why so? A lot of people weren't thinking that he was actually going to submit him.
Pretty good eye.
I'm a warrior, and that's in my blood.
Yeah, you're gonna bend over and I'm gonna stick my size 14 up your ass.
Many people consider me, one of the great masters in my own field.
Beeline.
It wasn't until I was probably 16 or 17 before I started getting dangerous enough that if people wanted to start something, that they even, if they were bigger and better, they were going to get hurt too. And then from there.
Did you ever kill anybody?
Oh, man. So when I came back to America.
I told you to
It's very.
Nice.
Gato.
It's ready.
Nice.
I've saved many people's lives during Katrina in Louisiana. Yeah. I was there.
Storm, I'm sorry about Celine. Billy Joe killed her, and I took care of him my way. He won't be up on appeal. You've been a great partner. I know my methods are unconventional, but hell, that's how I caught Lazarus. Take his confession for me, would you? I'll look you up one day.
Be cool and stop getting into trouble, you hear me? All right? I said, look, you got a young wife, she's pregnant. I said, why don't you get out of selling drugs and just, get into something legitimate and get straight. I'm a musician, as you know.
Yes.
Whisper your wildest dreams. Well, girl, it's alright by me. And riches and gold, the envy of every man.
Kind of a guy, and he had wanted to meet me. He had heard that I have great shooting skills, and so somehow we got together and I demonstrated my skills, and I showed my shooting skills and my martial arts skills to, several different SWAT teams, and they were duly impressed. And, at that point, Harley asked me if I would come on to the force, and...
We can make this over right now. Let me tell you something, you do have a choice, and you're not gonna sign those papers. Where's the drop?
Get him, Johnny! Get him!
You demonstrate, for us here. So I demonstrated, everybody was kind of, awestruck because they... Probably we're gonna have to just wait it out.
You ain't have to worry about him, brother. Get down. The Zen masters in Zen archery, they don't pull the arrow, they push the arrow. It's the same with that pistol. See how it goes right where I want it? Well, in Asia, as you know, I studied the martial arts and taught the martial arts over there. I also was involved in special security operations.
How's the view?
What the fuck are you doing in my place?
Listen to me.
I think I can be very funny. Everyone who knows me thinks I can be very funny. I'm a writer too, and I really don't like these stories too much. And he said, well, what have you got in mind? And a story that was kind of loosely based on the Iran-Contra scandal, which nobody really knew about then.
Right.
Hey, babe, what's happening? What's on your mind, baby? Nope.
Don't mention it, brother.
Which one movie of yours would you hope survived?
It'd probably be On Deadly Ground because of the speech in the end, which, you know, is exactly what Al Gore did, you know, 18 years later, then he got an Academy Award and a Nobel Peace Prize for. I was a little ahead of my time.
Man, what kept you, Vic? You still sore about that 50 bucks shaft?
Who the fuck are you?
All the old senpai, all the old, you know, Kyokushinkai masters were there. And they saw me come in. This was like chilling. And they, oh, you know, he's here, he's here. And they made me come and sit with the other masters, and they introduced me as their senpai.
Are you really as good as they all say you are?